Hey there, Russ, Thaler, Thomas Rongen here with you. The 2015 Audi MLS Cup Playoffs are upon us, and it all begins on Wednesday night with the knockout round. And in the Western Conference, 10 p.m. Eastern on Unimas, you can get the English language commentary using your SAP button. It is Seattle Sounders hosting LA Galaxy. Now, we can talk all we want about that great support they have in the Emerald City and the home field advantage that comes along with it. But where is the real advantage for Sounders?
Well, the real advantage is really, in my opinion, Seattle. And the axis, the spine of a team, so important. That's how you build a team. I think in any sport, you got Fry, you got Chet Marshall, you got Evans, you got Alonso, one of the best in the business, and then Clint Dempsey and Martins up front. Whereas you look at Los Angeles, Bruce Arenas tried to do that, but brings in two players late that really right now have a lack of chemistry. That's Dos Santos and Gerrard. Still Ricketts in goal, still Gonzalez, who I think has had an off year, and I'm keen, as I said again, with Dos Santos up front. So you got to give really the advantage to Seattle at home with that access that is going to make the difference in this particular game.
Then again, LA Galaxy defending MLS Cup champions. Who wins this game?
I think it's the home team again. It's Seattle. For some of the reasons you talked about, but for the reason I talk about is that the tandem up front, of Martins and Dempsey right now is better than Keane and Dos Santos. Those are going to be the difference makers.
All right, then we got Thursday night, 10 p.m. Eastern on Unimas. Portland Timbers host Sporting Kansas City. What's been the most underrated aspect of the Timbers this season?
Well, 13 shutouts. That's so important, especially when you play at home. Defenses, at the end of the day, in most sports, still win championships. And then the emergence of Nagby. Maybe not the emergence, but he's played now in a position where he's most comfortable. Caleb Porter's done a great job by just unleashing him underneath Adi, a free roll, basically, and he's done very well. Can they ride Nagby all the way to the championship? That's the big question.
They do get Valeri back. He was on yellow card suspensions on decision day. He's in for the playoffs. Sporting coming off a very impressive 2-1 win at home over LA Galaxy on decision day, but they'll be playing their third game in 8 days. Do they have the legs?
I don't think so. If I've seen this team now over the last 2 weeks, yes, they get a win against the Galaxy. Feilhaber not starting in the last game. That's a signal of a team that's very, very tired. Plus travel. Short layover, you really got to wonder if KC has the legs to go to Portland, who's very dynamic, who's very high pressure, that they can stay with a very youthful team in Portland versus an older team in Kansas City.
Well, let's remember, KC went to Portland and won after winning the U.S. Open Cup, so they've done it already this season. Who wins?
I think it's Portland in a very, very tough game as well. Peter Vermees pulled all the right stops with Feilhaber not starting, for him to come in, score or assist him at winning goal by Dwyer. If they can connect and Feilhaber has the legs, they could be dangerous.
All right, so remember, Western Conference games kick off at 10 p.m. Eastern on Unimas on Wednesday and also Thursday. And we'll be with you here on MLSsoccer.com for pregame show half hour before the Eastern Conference matchups on both nights. See you then.